22nd, 2008, and this is NewsBuzz. Our top story tonight is the Pennsylvania Democratic primary, which was held today, resulting in a victory for Hillary Clinton. At airtime, Clinton had garnered 55% of the vote to a rival's 45%, capping off a long and contentious battle for the state, the first primary to be held in several weeks. The Clinton camp was quick to capitalize on the victory, stating that it marked a turning point in the campaign, a campaign that has been difficult for both Democratic contenders. Barack Obama has won a majority of the primaries to date and holds a lead in the delegate count. Clinton had been banking on a big win in Pennsylvania in an attempt to jumpstart her weary team, plagued by high-level shakeups and difficulties raising funds compared to her opponent, and a barrage of calls for her to drop out so the party can start focusing on the battle against presumed Republican nominee John McCain. In early weeks, Clinton had been leading Obama by as much as 20 points, but Obama outspent Clinton on TV ad buys and narrowed the lead. The only sure outcome seems to be that the contentious Democratic race will continue for the time being. Today is the 39th annual Earth Day celebration, where those concerned about humans' impact on the planet hope to inspire the rest of us to awareness and action. Although not a national holiday, the celebration is observed all around the world. In related news, high-profile environmentalist Al Gore says that he's going to produce a sequel to his 2006 documentary An Inconvenient Truth. The Hindu reports that the Nobel Peace Prize winner says that little has changed on global warming since the first film. The entire North Polar ice cap is melting and could be gone in some areas in as little as 5 years, Gore said. Nevertheless, he's hopeful for a happy ending. In world news, the BBC is reporting that an estimated 300,000 people may have died as a result of the Darfur conflict, according to John Holmes, the UN head of humanitarian affairs, an increase of 50% from the previous figure of 200,000 killed in the last 5 years of fighting in the region in western Sudan. Mr. Holmes gave the revised total to a meeting of the United Nations Security Council in New York. Sudan disputes the figure, saying only 10,000 are known to have died. AP reports that tensions between Russia and Georgia escalated today as both sides traded accusations days after an unmanned Georgian spy plane was shot down as it flew over the breakaway Black Sea region of Abkhazistan. Moscow denied it shot down the spy aircraft and was accused Georgia of violating UN resolutions by using unmanned planes to spy on Ashgabat. In tech news, Gizmodo is reporting that the popular web-based movie rental service Netflix plans to charge a premium to its customers for Blu-ray disc rentals. CEO Reed Hastings is quoted as saying, "Consumers are used to paying more for high definition." The Blu-ray standard recently won the next-generation video disc format war against rival HD DVD. CNET reports that the contentious issue of net neutrality is gaining interest among congressional Democrats as the FCC argues with Comcast about the government agency's authority to regulate Internet service providers' management of traffic. Comcast recently drew fire for throttling the traffic of BitTorrent software on its network. At a Senate committee hearing entitled The Future of the Internet, arguments were heard pushing for a law prohibiting the sort of tiering that Comcast is accused of undertaking. Renowned astrophysicist Stephen Hawking recently spoke at George Washington University about the likelihood of alien life in the universe. Despite having never encountered broadcasts from civilizations, Hawking is optimistic about the prevalence of at least primitive life forms, saying that intelligence might be relatively rare. The lecture was organized to mark the 50th anniversary of NASA, and the scientists took the opportunity to jab at those who oppose manned space exploration, likening them to those who opposed the journeys of Christopher Columbus in 1492. And finally, in the Weird File, the New York Post reports that actress, vegetarian, and dog lover Natalie Portman had the unfortunate experience of getting peed on by a dog in Manhattan yesterday. The Star Wars cutie was the unfortunate victim of a surprise soaking as she dropped by a downtown dog run. Here's the picture. Well, that's our show for today. Thanks for joining us. For the whole Newsbit crew, I'm Ezra J. Sharkington. Good night.